An Air India flight flying in from Kochi had a close shave while landing in Mumbai this morning after it veered off the rain-soaked runway. Well, pictures accessed by NDTV show a clump of grass stuck to the rear part of the aircraft and signs of damage on one of the engines. The runway 2 had been damaged. All passengers aboard the aircraft are safe as per airport authorities. What we are also given to understand is that both pilots now have been de-rostered pending the probe into the incident. The probe is now underway to look at why the pilots had continued, why they went to the landing bay despite the fact that there was this sort of situation that had arisen that point in time. Well, these are the pictures that you have on your TV screens that NDTV has access. The 5 big questions now that we are asking is, should pilot have aborted the landing or gone around in this case? Should pilot have stopped the aircraft after runway excursion? Should pilots have called for an aircraft inspection as they knew the situation had arisen then? And also the question that arises here is that are pilots also under pressure to complete flights? Is it poor training or corporate pressure to go on the pilots here? We also have my colleague Vishnu Shom getting us more on that. Take a look.
Well, this is an Air India flight. It's an old Vistara aircraft. Remember, Vistara now operated and owned by Air India. A flight from Kochi to Mumbai, 9:27 this morning. When the aircraft touched down at the primary runway of Mumbai Chhatrapati Shivaji International Airport, it had what is called a runway excursion. It went off the paved surface onto the right-hand side, and the damage to the aircraft is significant. We can also confirm that 3 signboards on the side of the runway have been damaged. And 4 runway lights on the side of the runway have been damaged as well. There's been damage to the aircraft as well. Both of the pilots have been de-rostered. I'm going to go through these pictures one by one. You can see some of the damage over here. This is the right side of the engines. This is what is believed to have been made contact with the soft surface on the side of the runway. You can see the damage over here. Let's go to the next image if we can. Let's run through these images. There are lots of clumps of grass which have also visible over here that you can see. This is underneath the fuselage of the Airbus A320. This is, again, it's got the Vistara livery. It's not been repainted. This, of course, is owned now by Air India. So you can see the extent of the impact with clumps of grass visible here. Let's go to the next picture so that we can, sort of give you an idea of just what happened. So the next image. Right, we're just trying to load the image right. This is the undercarriage, the main undercarriage in the right-hand side. Again, this jammed into the surface. We'll show you images of the tires later on, the soft surface. This is, it's been covered by clumps of grass. The pilot managed to actually get the aircraft onto the tarmac and decided to, on his own power of the engines, get the aircraft to the landing bay. The inquiry will at least partly be looking at whether that was the right decision. In a scenario like this, you'd like to wait to see if there's a fuel leak and perhaps get the aircraft towed out, but they chose not to do that at this stage. Let's go to the next image, which will also show you this is the engine in question. This is part of the area that's been impacted. Go to the next picture, where we should be able to, in a little while from now, give you, close-up images of the impact points as well. Now again, this is a reverse angle of the impact point. This shard of metal coming from that right-hand side engine, the back of the engine or a side of the engine nacelle, you can see this entire thing has had an impact, and so there's been damage to the structure of the engine over here. Again, move to the next picture, where we can actually start showing you. This is the underneath the wing area of the aircraft. Again, an aircraft which is a point which has been impacted. Let's go to the picture of the engine, please, which is the most important picture, and we'll stay with this for a moment. This is the bottom of the engine which has been impacted, the nacelle of the engine which has been impacted. The metal has been broken over here in several areas as a result of this. So I would not it's not an accident in that same term unless it's categorized as that, but it's certainly a serious incident. Fortunately, no injuries that we are aware of.
Air India flight AI 2744 operating from Kochi to Mumbai today morning met with some sort of an unexpected landing here in Mumbai. It faced what is also referred to as a runway excursion, where after landing here at the Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj International Airport at 9:27 a.m., the flight veered off towards, presumably its right-hand side, and that resulted in some sort of chaos here. We've received statements from both the airport authorities and from the airlines who have confirmed to us that all the passengers, over 100 plus passengers who were there in the particular flight, have been successfully deboarded from the, from the Airbus. And the pilot was also prompt to get back the control of the flight once it was veering off away from the runway. Now, what are the reasons for this to happen? It's been raining in Mumbai, for the last few hours, and the rain intensified today morning. Wet runway is considered to be one of the reasons for runway excursions across the world, but we'll only know officially whether it is the reason in this case or not once the authorities come back to us with something more substantial. We've also been told, as I said earlier, that all the passengers who were there in the flight at that point of time were successfully taken out, as the airport authorities were prompt to make sure that they are taken close to the gate and taken away from the runway. Now, as far as the runways are concerned, there are two intersectional runways where the flights operate here at the Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj International Airport. And because they are intersectional, only one runway can function at a given point of time. Now, this particular veering off activity by the Air India flight resulted in some sort of damage getting caused to the primary runway and also to the to that particular flight, which has resulted in activities being diverted to the secondary runway. On the other side, because of the consistent rainfall here in Mumbai, other airlines have also issued notices and some sort of a precautionary measure to their passengers, stating that they should check with their with their flights on if they are following the time that was given to them in the first place or not. With camera person Prateek, this is Anuj reporting for NDTV from Mumbai.